Welcome to percents, decimals, and fractions. This lesson we're going to talk about the relationship or the similarities between percents and decimals and fractions, and also how they differ somewhat. Percents are used in everyday business situation. Interest rates are in percent, sales tax, all kinds of discounts are measured in percent. So it becomes important for us to have a good concept of what a percent is. So here we have a television for $500, but 20% discount. So it would be important for us to know what the discount is. Well, let's just take a look at percents first, what they are. We know that decimals are a form of a fraction. Decimals are a form of a fraction, and the denominator, as we've covered in the previous lessons, is some form of the number 10. So this is the tens place, this is the hundredths, this is the thousandths, 10,000ths, and so on. So this number in decimal form is 27 hundredths because the 7 is in the hundredths place. I'm just adjusting my timer here. Okay. I think we're ready. All right, the timer is on. So this is 27 hundredths, or this would be 6/10. So decimals are fractions. Decimals are like fractions, but their denominator is not written. And we know the denominator by its place value. So this is tens, hundreds, thousands. So this decimal, if I turned it into a fraction, is 167 thousandths. But in decimals, we do not write the denominator. Well, let's take a look at percents. 20%. Well, it's important for us to realize that this symbol, the percent symbol, means denominator 100. That's what that means. This percent sign means denominator 100. So if I wanted to turn this percent into a decimal, it would be 20 hundredths, because this means denominator 100. Or if I wanted to make it a fraction, it would be 20 hundredths. So keep in mind, this means denominator 100. And actually, a percent is very similar to a decimal fraction, a two-place decimal fraction, because this is 36 hundredths. 36% is the same as 36 hundredths. Let's take a quick look at the relationship now between fractions, decimals, and percents. Fractions, decimals, percents. Let's put up the fraction 25 hundredths. Well, we know in decimal form it would be 25 hundredths. This is the 10 hundredths place. Now we know that the percent sign means denominator 100, so it would be 25%. All three, 25 hundredths in fraction form, 25 hundredths in decimal, 25%. This means denominator 100. Let's take a look at this one, 6 hundredths. Well, in decimal form, 6 hundredths, and 6 hundredths because the percent sign means denominator 100. Well, basically, that's what percents are. They are a form of a fraction. The denominator is never written, but it's indicated by the percent sign, which means denominator 100. That's all this is to the introduction. This is a very brief lesson. Again, percents, decimals, and fractions are all related. They're somewhat different, but they're related. They all have denominators. In a fraction, the denominator is written. In a decimal, the denominator is not written, but we can tell by the place values. And in a percent, the denominator is always 100, because that's what the percent sign means. Well, thank you.